of houses,
Basically, about population.
However, insecurity. In some areas where we still have trees now, people can really sit under the trees because of fear of insecurity. That's the main factor that could be identified is organization. Organization, people expression of groups, takes away most of these issues that people our parents were sitting on those things take place.
I know that for some economic reasons, a lot of people have gone into landscaping jobs. They take it as a profession now. A lot of people want to have a very good ambience where they live. Now, what economic value has landscaping, beautification, tree planting, what economic value do they have in our communities now?
So many. We've talked about our health,
yes,
mental health. If one is not mentally stable,
you can really function.
Yes. Then we plant a lot of trees that are not just for aesthetics, not just for beautification. Plant fruit trees.
Okay.
If we plant fruit trees in some areas in Lagos,
what they plant for beautification is coconut trees. They are beautiful and they still produce
Fruits as well.
If it is done in a massive level, we look forward to having coconut oil company or whatever company that uses the raw material. Initially, you want to think that those trees are for beautification. But when they produce their trees, the trees they produce for us. In my own opinion, I've always thought that our beautification project will give us multiple advantages. We can plant fruit trees for beautification. Oranges, citrus, mango trees, different fruit trees. That always will do it. It will beautify the environment. At the same time, supply food and give us other nutrition.
Okay, now let's bring it back home. Let's bring it to OSRC. In what way can this initiative boost our economic value? How can we attract investors, for tourism when we embark on tree planting and landscaping? How does it stand as a benefit in Ondo State?
Okay. We have parks in Ondo State. In Akure, we have two major parks. I talked about a Park Park and the other one, Government Park, and other smaller parks. We used to have one park, we call it Agugu Park.
Okay.
Tentatively, the Nigeria Union of Road Transport Workers are using it. However, we look forward to synergy or partnership with any organization that will build that place to an international park that will attract people from other parts of the country to visit. There are proposals to that level, and we're still working on that. Prevention that is done, you know the advantage to the government, to the people, and to the public, because it's going to attract investors. It's going to make the place beautiful, and people will relax and even generate revenue for the state.
Okay, I'd like you to hold on a moment. I'll still come back to it. And when we return, I know that there'll still be a few more questions to ask you so we can learn more. We'll go on a short break now, and I know when we return, we would continue on these challenges that we face from Mr. Ojifini Funsho. I'll be back again. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us on today's episode, we'll be discussing tree planting, beautification, and landscaping in public spaces here in Akure. Mr. Ojifini, welcome back. I'd like to ask you, for every job we do, for every venture that we go into, there are some form of challenges that people go through. Would you like to speak with us about some basic challenges that we can have in the course of improving the greenery around us?
Thank you. Yeah, we've had a lot of challenges in the past. Some human.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a time in the States that the government planted trees in virtually all the major roads in the country. Unfortunately, it was destroyed by the people they were planted for. I mean, the public.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know their reasons. Some people felt that those trees will disturb their houses or whatever. They don't have any good reasons for it. Even as I talk to you, the ones that are existing, the grown ones, are still being destroyed by our people. Earlier, I mentioned a portion of Akure between Ade Super Hotel and Futa South Gate Church.
Okay.
You see the trees. I noticed that some people will go there, gather it, and put and add chemical to kill the trees. Some are dead, some are dying. A situation happened recently, somewhere in Ondo. We have our trees doing well in Ondo. Somebody just acquired the land and uprooted 3 trees standing outside the fence, not within the state. But we see that our people are not enlightened about the advantages these trees pose to them, or the advantages of these trees.
And that brings me to ask you, sorry to interject, and that brings me to ask you, for every problem they say that there are solutions. For some of these challenges that you've enumerated, they're quite heart-wrenching. How do you provide solutions to them? How do you cut people from tampering with these trees? There should be a way around it.
Yeah. Maybe sensitization.
Exactly. Maybe the enlightenment you're doing isn't just enough.
Yeah.
Maybe people do not know that they do not need to tamper with them.
Our people are just difficult. They know. Ask me how I know that. People know.
How do you know that?
When you sit under a tree,
Yes.
you know the advantages, you know the benefit to derive. And somebody is planting it for you, you will go there to destroy it.
So it means more work has to be done, especially at sensitizing the general public about the benefits of these trees.
You know our people, they like working against the law. They want to show that, yes, I have the ability to disobey the law. Apart from sensitization.
Then there should be a monitoring
yes,
team.
we will enforce.
There should be a monitoring team
We will enforce.
that would ensure that
Yes,
this
we
tree
put our law enforcement portion of the ministry in action to go after people who destroy trees.
Okay.
Because a lot is spent into raising a tree.
Exactly, and especially because it is beneficial to public health, then we should ensure that they are kept safe. And there should be some form of ways to cut people from tampering with these trees.
We will enforce our laws.
Okay.
There are
Now,
environmental laws. We
all
will
right.
enforce those.
All right. Now, let's delve into your world of achievements. Are there some initiatives that you can copy from the other countries, or maybe some states around us, on certain projects to improve the tree planting culture here in Ondo State? Are there projects that you have worked on or you're currently working on in Ondo State?
Yeah, presently we're having a proposal which we're working on.
Yes.
We call it Odatiwa Tree
Planting.
Planting Initiative.
Okay.
The idea is to introduce tree planting, 1 tree a house.
1 tree per house.
Per house.
Right.
What we just at the initial stage. Though if we had started earlier, this would have been the time to plant. Maybe planting will start as from next year because of climatic conditions. But at the moment, we are trying to educate people on the importance of these trees and start our nursery so that by the time our people are well educated, we'll be able to give these trees to them to plant and to nurture. If we just give it out without enough sensitization and education, it's going to amount to waste. So we want to educate our people. We want to do a lot more sensitization, so as people will not be prepared to take these trees and to nurture them.
You mentioned nursery. I want to find out, in your establishment, do the general public have access to purchase of these trees? You know, for instance, if someone after this program would like to embark on a venture to ensure that your notion of 1 tree per house, you know, a lot of people might want to carry it out after this program. I mean, this is clear indication that you are sensitizing the public. Now, if they so choose to do that, how do they go about it?
Yes, I mentioned it. We are at the initial stage. We are starting with our nursery.
Okay.
In the next couple of months,
Yes.
we will have seedlings to give out. However, we will not give it out during the dry season. So people should know that you can't come to us during the dry season. We are nurturing it now. Maybe in the next rainy season, at the inception of the next rainy season,
Yes.
we begin to give seedlings out to interested citizens of the state.
Okay. Also, in that light, would you just enlighten us on some types of trees that are beneficial to plant? What are the types we should plant? I know for a fact that the most common tree around that I grew up knowing is a mango tree. You know, so I mean, tell us some of the trees that we can plant.
Yes, there are so many ornamental trees.
Okay.
But I said earlier, and I'm going to say it again. I am of the opinion,
Yes.
and my department is of the opinion that we don't just plant for beautification anymore. We can plant trees that will serve more than one purpose. To beautify the
Just
environment.
more than the aesthetic.
To beautify the environment.
Mm-hmm.
It will work against climate change,
Okay.
mitigate climate change rather. It will as well serve as source of food.
Economic value.
Yes, economic value. So we can plant different types of fruit trees. I mentioned that in Lagos,
Yes.
they plant coconut trees.
Okay. So you're also advising us,
Yeah,
to do the same.
It's okay. You said you know mango.
Yes.
We have oranges.
Okay.
We have other fruits that you didn't mention. We have others that are not here now that we are researching into if they can survive. If the research shows that apple can survive, why not plant it? So there are so many fruit trees you can plant. There is an association that's just coming up. Oil Palm Association. They are encouraging us to plant oil palm tree. If it is working, like in my house, I have 2 trees of oil palm, and I beautify them. They look beautiful. You won't come in there, you just think it's for aesthetics.
Wow.
But you get some quantity of oil from it.
Really?
Yes.
That's why that's some value you get from.
So people are encouraged to plant trees and fruit trees that will serve more purposes than just aesthetics.
All right. Now, this is the present. They say we should put behind us our yesterday. Now you're talking about the present. I want you as a director to tell us what you intend or the picture that you see in the next 5 years of tree planting in the state.
Yeah, in the next 5 years, expect that virtually all houses in Akure
They will have a tree. That's your projection.
Yes.
And you're working towards that, I
Yes.
hope.
Yes. I'm really working towards it. All we need is the support of the general public and the government.
It's so good to know. Thank you very much at this juncture for your time. I appreciate your efforts as well. Thank you, Mr. Ojifini. And I look forward to having you again on this program. On this note, we're going to wrap it up.